Well. Looks like Raw turned out to be another terrible show tonight in Grand Rapids. Maybe my topic is called Goofy and Garbage in Grand Rapids again. That's my topic. But before I open up the show tonight, I don't know how I mean how this show was gonna end up and how leading up to Survivor Series just 1 week from this Saturday. Before I open up the show tonight, I'm gonna close out. Open up the show with a little bit of something. I'm gonna open the show the song "Longer Than Forever" from the 1994 animated film "The Swan Princess" that I loved when I was little. It's in honor of his 30th anniversary day. Sung by Regina Belle and Jeffrey Osborne. Stick around, right back. They're far longer than forever. In honor of his 30th anniversary, released on this day, February, on this day, November the 18th, 1994. Far longer than forever from the movie The Swan Princess, my childhood movie, starring sung by Regina Belle and Jeffrey Osborne. So stick around, be right back. Here's the music. Yep, for longer than forever. From the Swan Princess 30 years ago today. Movie number one hit single 30 years ago today, For Longer Than Forever, and not on the 30th anniversary of Swan Princess. The movie was a flop. But I liked it. We'll try to. So let's get down to business with tonight's show. Terrible, terrible show tonight. Goofy and garbage. And Green Rapids, Michigan again. Tapings. Okay. Pre-show arrivals. Okay. Seth freaking Rollins is in the building. He'll face Big Bronson Reed, who is also shown arriving. This is a rematch from WWE Crown Jewel. Sheamus is in the arena and will battle Intercontinental Champion Braun Breaker. Sheamus is looking for the one title that has eluded him throughout his career. Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez address all their drama. Raw Women's World Champion Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez head to the ring. Morgan shows off her Crown Jewel ring. Morgan shouts, "Welcome to Monday Night Morgan." She wants to get to the point because she knows Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill want to pick a fight with the greatest Raw Women's World Champion of all time, her. She also knows they didn't come alone, neither did they. Wow, SmackDown Women's Champion Nia Jax makes the line to the ringside alongside Miss Money in the Bank Tiffany Stratton. What are they doing there? This isn't SmackDown, this is Raw. Tiffany Stratton and Candice LeRae. Jax grabs the microphone and wants to get a few things straight. She doesn't like Raquel Rodriguez. She doesn't dislike her. The champ doesn't think of her at all. As for Morgan, they've had their business. Jax neither likes or dislikes Morgan. She doesn't think of her at all. Jax can't stop thinking about Jade Cargill, Bianca, and Belair and Naomi. Raw Women's Tag Team Champions Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill come out with Naomi. Belair says if Jax wants to do something, she can do it. They're not alone. Io Sky joins them on their way to the ring. These four women stand across from the ring from the five. Morgan sarcastically says it's cool that they brought Sky, but there's still a person short. Math isn't mathing. Morgan says there's no one dumb enough to bring back to join them. Oh boy, the return of Rhea Ripley. This is my brutality. Rhea Ripley heads to the ring in protective face masks. Ripley steps up to Morgan and shouts, "War Games." Ripley headbutts Morgan in the face and a brawl breaks out of the ring. Ripley fights Morgan, but Morgan escapes through the crowd. Sky then takes the rest of the women out with over the moonsault to the floor. Ripley, Belair, and Cargill and Naomi stand tall in the ring. This makes no sense. This really doesn't make any sense at all. I mean, this really makes no sense. I mean, it's real. I mean, Io Sky, Bianca teaming up after they've been feuding each other. This is really bad booking by Triple H. Video. This past Friday on SmackDown, Big Bronson Reed joined forces with the Bloodline to take out Roman Reigns, Sami Zayn, and the Usos. Sioka took Reigns out with a Samoan spike, and Reed followed up with crushing him with a tsunami. The OGs were left in a bad way. We see a tale of the tape between Seth freaking Rollins and Big Bronson Reed. Rey Mysterio and Zelina Vega make their way to the ring. They'll face American May next. Then a little commercial. Triple H Paul Levesque appeared. The gang appeared at Complex Con with Travis Scott over the weekend. Travis Scott will appear on the first Raw on Netflix. Backstage segment. Intercontinental Champion Brian Breakker is warming up backstage. He'll have his first title defense against Sheamus later tonight. 2 weeks ago on Raw, Ivy Nile attacked Zelina Vega, Rey Mysterio, and ran down to save and help Dragon Lee defeat Chad Gable. Now we see a mixed tag team match. LWO, Rey Mysterio, and Zelina Vega versus American Made, Chad Gable, and Ivy Nile. Before the match begins, Ivy Nile slaps Zelina Vega in the face. Vega takes her down and brawls with her out of the ring. The bell rings. Chad Gable attacks Rey Mysterio. Mysterio hits the ropes and takes him down with a head scissor takeover. Mysterio knocks Gable to the corner and hits a shoulder thrust before doing 10 punches. Gable gets out and pulls Mysterio down. Mysterio down. 1 second. Mysterio down. Mysterio uses Wei Hung. I'm sorry, I can't mess up where I'm saying. Bell rings and Chad Gable attacks Rey Mysterio. Mysterio hits the ropes and takes him down with a head scissor takeover. Mysterio knocks Gable up to the corner and hits his shoulder thrust before taking down doing 10 punches. Gable gets out and pulls Mysterio down and runs in and attacks Vega. The referee holds Vega back, so American Made uses the distraction to double team Mysterio. With stomps, Gable puts Mysterio in the corner and punches away at him. Gable stomps him down, whips him sternum first into the turnbuckles for a 2 count. Gable sends him back into the corner, but Mysterio elbows him back. Mysterio then hits a head scissor takeover to the top rope. Vega then tags in, which means Nile is automatically in. Vega takes it to Nile and hits a running meteor into the corner for a 2 count. Vega hooks the head and shimmies, but Nile blocks a suplex. Nile sends her into the ropes, but Vega blocks a hip toss. Nile then connects with a short arm clothesline. We come back from the break to see Nile applying a front face lock to Vega. Vega fights up, so Nile hits a gut wrench suplex. For a 2 count, Nile applies a rear chin lock. Vega fights up and hits her swinging back suplex to get out. Nile quickly grabs the arm to stop Vega from making a tag. Vega counters into a tornado DDT, but Gable runs in and grabs Vega to stop her. Vega drops him with an enziguri. Mysterio tags in, making Gable legal as well. Mysterio takes it to Gable with a rapid fire offense, culminating with a head scissor takeover. Gable drops Mysterio on the apron, but Mysterio kicks him back. Mysterio heads to the top rope for a flying seat at senton. Mysterio rolls him up for a 2 count. Gable reverses the whip, but lowers his head and eats a kick. Mysterio goes for a springboard moonsault, but Gable catches him and hits an avalanche DDT for a near fall. Gable goes to the top rope, but Mysterio crouches him up there. Vega charges and Mysterio catapults her in Gable's face. She hits him with a super Hurricanrana. Gable now runs in, but Vega sends her over the top rope. Mysterio hits a springboard moonsault and on Gable for a near fall. A 619 chant picks up. Mysterio drops Gable into position, gives the crowd what they want. 619. Mysterio follows up with a springboard splash for the win. Winners LWO by pinfall. The Creed brothers run down to help Gable up, but Gable pulls himself away and slaps Julius Creed in the face. Gable says he's not a loser. He slaps Julius again. Julius begins shoving his brother Brutus, and Brutus, American Made, is fired up. No 7 segment, Nick Judgment Day Clubhouse. World Tag Team Champion Finn Balor tells Raw Women's World Champion Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez to calm down. Balor says they have a lot on their plates with Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair, and Jade Cargill. Balor says he'll step up for them. Balor then turns to Dirty Dum Dum. A few weeks ago, Mysterio beat Damian Priest in the main event of Raw. Mysterio and Carlito will show the War Warriors what the Judgment Day is all about. Balor says Mysterio will figure it out. JD McDonald then asks Balor to talk in private. Commercial break. The Miz says it's been a few weeks since being inducted by the Riot 6. Last week on Raw, The Miz double-crossed the Riot 6 and helped Final Testament. Karen Cross says the Wyatts are a bunch of wounded people using others to feel better about themselves. Miz says this is what Marine 7 needed to get started. Maybe Martin Scorsese or Quentin Tarantino will direct. Cross says he's in control. TikTok. Replay. Last week on Raw, Damian Priest said World Heavyweight Champion Gunther is losing his aura. Gunther looked unsure of himself. We see a little backstage segment. World Heavyweight Champion Gunther walks up to Ludwig Kaiser. Gunther says Kaiser doesn't speak to him. Kaiser needs to stand on his own. Gunther tells him to go find himself. Gunther speaks in German to him. As Kaiser sees the old ring general, Kaiser says nothing has changed. Gunther says Priest is not under his skin. Kaiser walks off and Gunther removes his jacket. Gunther sees Damian Priest signing some autographs and sneaks up behind him to apply a sleeper hold. Priest quickly fights him off and takes him down. Priest sits over him and says in the ring, Gunther may be a general. In the streets, Priest is king. Raw General Manager Adam Pearce runs over and Priest says he's just having a conversation with the champion who needs some ice. In the arena, Sheamus makes his entrance. He'll buy Braun Breaker for the Intercontinental Championship next. The World Warriors are warming up to face Dirty Dum Dum and Carlito later tonight. Then we'll see a replay 2 weeks ago on WWE Speed. Sheamus and Braun Breaker went to a time limit draw. Then we'll see his Intercontinental Championship match. Sheamus versus Braun Breaker. Ding ding, the bell rings, and they stare at each other. They approach each other before backing up and circling the ring. They lock up, and Sheamus powers him out of the ring. Breaker knees him in the midsection at ringside and bounces him off the apron. Sheamus fights back and bounces Braun Breaker off the commentary table. Sheamus gets him in the ring, but Braun Breaker hits the ropes ridiculously fast and runs over Sheamus with a clothesline. Breaker shoulders away at Sheamus' midsection in the corner before getting in the referee's face. Sheamus counters a whip and hits an Irish curse Breaker, but Sheamus hits a second one for a 1 count. Sheamus twists the arm, but Breaker hits a Northern Light suplex. Sheamus rolls to the apron, but Breaker punches away at him before driving him into the ring post. Sheamus falls to the floor. Breaker goes to the apron and leaps, tackling Sheamus over the commentary table. Then we go to commercial. We return from the break to see Breaker turn Sheamus inside out with a kitchen sink, knee to the midsection. Sheamus rolls out of the ring to recover. Breaker falls him out and they brawl a bit. Breaker knocks Sheamus down and goes to the top rope. Breaker then dives a cannonball plancher on Sheamus. Wow. Breaker gets up and shoves Sheamus into the ring before they both count out. Breaker talks trash to the crowd before yelling at Sheamus. Sheamus gets fired up and absorbs some blows. Sheamus fires back with strikes, but Breaker knees him and hits the ropes. Sheamus quickly drops him with a World Power Slam. Sheamus hits a pair of running hammers before hitting a clothesline in the corner. Hits a knee lift and charges, but Braun Breaker drops him on the apron. Breaker tries to attack, but Sheamus counters him with a 10 beats of the bull run. Sheamus clotheslines him down and heads to the top rope for a diving knee drop. Sheamus covers 1-2, but Breaker kicks out. Sheamus grabs Breaker for a white noise, but Breaker fights out. Breaker kicks away from an Irish Cloverleaf. Breaker then lifts Sheamus and hits a lumbar check for a near fall. Breaker puts Sheamus on the top rope for and sets up for a suplex, but Sheamus counters 1-2 into a super white noise 1-2. Breaker barely kicks out and crowd chants, "This is awesome." Sheamus heads to the top rope, but Breaker crouches him. Sheamus shoves him off, but Breaker scales the ropes and hits a Frankensteiner. Breaker sizes him up and goes for a spear, but Sheamus hits the kneecap 1-2. Breaker kicks out again. Sheamus gets fired up and sets up for a bro kick, but Breaker counters us with a spear and Sheamus rolls out of the ring to avoid being pinned. Breaker yells in frustration. Breaker exits the ring and runs around at a wild speed. Ludwig Kaiser clotheslines him and down. Winner by DQ, Braun Breaker. Kaiser shoves Breaker into the ring post and hits a twisting headlock DDT. On the floor, Kaiser then runs around the ring and dropkicks Sheamus into the steel steps. Kaiser shouts at Sheamus that he won't stop until he's done for good. Ding! Now it's time for the main event. Wait, it's backstage segment. Sorry. Main event: Jimmy Uso, and Sammy walk up to Seth Rollins. Jay says it's time to put their differences aside for this one time. Zayn says they did this before when Rollins put his differences aside, team with Cody Rhodes. Zayn asks him to do it again. They stand with him at War Games. Rollins says he stood side by side with them, but he'll never stand with that time in Roman Reigns. He has said the man who stabbed him and Dean Ambrose in the back 10 years ago with the Shield. He hurts Rollins to say that he loved to tear Bronson Reed apart in a steel cage, but he doesn't want to pull Reigns back in power. Rollins will solve their problems by dropping Bronson Reed and never make it to War Games. Whatever happens from there is on them. He wishes them good luck. The judges, they make their way to the ring. They'll be facing the War Warriors next. The first WWE Raw is on Netflix. Is coming Monday, January 6, 2025, from the Inuit Dome in LA, California. City of Angels. Highlights from various events. Video: Dakota Kai says the last 4 months she's been sidelines. It's hard to be away from the action. Kai says she doubted herself and thought there might be a place for her. Is she good enough? Kai says she never wanted or loved this more. She's a champion. Kai says she's ready. Then we see replay Rhea Ripley clad in plastic face mask and a broken orbital socket return and shout at War Games. It's official. At War Games, Survivor Series War Games, Rhea Ripley, Io Sky, WWE Tag Team Champions Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill and Naomi will battle Raw Women's Champion Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez, SmackDown Women's Champion Nia Jax, Tiffany Stratton, and Candice LeRae in a Women's War Games match. This is botched. This is really botched. Next Monday Night Raw, Tag Team Champion Bianca Belair will battle SmackDown Women's Champion Nia Jax in War Games Advantage match. Wild card crap. Then we'll see his tag team match. Judgment Day, Dominic Mysterio and Carlito versus the War Warriors. Eric will start against Dirty Dum Dum, Mysterio, and Mysterio. Eric takes Mysterio down and viciously slams him. Mysterio desperately crawls to his corner and tags Carlito in. Ivar also tags in. Carlito applies a wrist lock, but Ivar fights him off and avalanches him. Eric tags in and Ivar hits a scoop slam. And Eric scoop slams Ivar into Carlito. The War Raiders are fired up. Eric powers Carlito into the corner and tags Ivar in. Carlito hits a throat thrust and tags Mysterio in. Mysterio stomps away at Ivar in the corner. The referee backs Mysterio up, and so Carlito chokes Ivar. Carlito tags in and punches Ivar. Ivar fights Carlito with Mysterio off before tagging Eric. Eric takes it to Carlito but steps up for a powerbomb, but he is distracted by Mysterio. Eric quickly hits Carlito with an exploder suplex, but Carlito versus a whip, but Eric boosts him back. Mysterio quickly attacks Eric. Mysterio tags in and hits Eric with a suicide dive. Then go to a commercial break. When we return from the break to see Eric fight out of a chinlock applied by Mysterio, Eric drops him on the apron. But Mysterio snaps him off the rope. Mysterio hits a slingshot senton splash for a 2 count. Carlito tags in and stomps away at Eric. Carlito grabs him by the beard, but he grabs Carlito's hair and punches him down. Mysterio, Ivar tag in. Ivar hits a huge back body drop, followed by a sidewalk slam. Ivar hits the ropes and hits a running splash. Mysterio sidesteps an avalanche. But he can't avoid a senton. Carlito runs in, but Ivar wipes him out. Ivar signals for the end. He's a running Bronco Buster on Mysterio 1-2. Mysterio kicks out. Ivar grabs Mysterio, but Mysterio drops him into the second turnbuckle. Carlito tags in. Mysterio goes for a suplex, but Ivar counters and throws Mysterio into Carlito. Eric tags in. They hit Carlito with a catapult power slam. The War Raiders then hit Carlito with the War Machine for the win. The winners are the War Raiders. World Tag Team Champions Finn Balor and JD McDonagh viciously attacked the War Raiders. They targeted their backs, but which have been injured. Balor hits a coup de grace. Video, Wire 6 cut to broadcast. Bo Dallas said they offered the Miz salvation. Dallas tried to warn him, but he'll damn himself. Dallas says, "I'm sorry for what happens next." Miz chose hit this. His hands will be stained scarlet red. He will lose. What matters most, Dallas never wanted this. Video. Lyra Valkyrie says a phoenix. Then we'll go commercial. Video. Lyra Valkyrie says a phoenix has to burn from the rise to the ashes. When she was drafted to Raw, she was thrown into the fire, but she didn't burn. She thrived by facing the best in the world. She used to think she was more of a phoenix, but she doesn't. But she's so much more. Valkyrie doesn't burn, she rises. Valkyrie is coming for everyone. Like that promo, I like it. Then see a backstage segment. Alpha Academy is walking backstage when they bump into Kofi Kingston. Maxine Dupree says they are excited for New Day's 10th anniversary. Xavier Woods comes up and says they'll never had a fight, but they're fighting all the time. Woods keeps thinking about what Karrion Kross said regarding the New Day being dead. Kingston tries to say Kross doesn't know what he's talking about. Always tries to step in, but Woods criticizes him. Woods says they'll face Alpha Academy, being these two clowns will put them where they need it to be. Kingston doesn't look happy. Now it's time for the main event. Big Bronson Reed versus Seth Freaking Rollins. Hold on a second. Okay, I'm back. Big Bronson Reed versus Seth Rollins, our main event. Big Bronson Reed versus Seth freaking Rollins. Bell rings and the crowd sings the Rollins things. Rollins thing, the bloodline consisting of Tama Tonga, Tonga Leola, and Jacob Fatu appears at ringside, and Jey Uso, Jimmy Uso, Sami Zayn run down and start brawling with the bloodline. They fight with them into the crowd. They Uso super kick Fatu in the crowd. The ring, Reed takes down Rollins. Reed takes Rollins down and sends him to the ropes. Rollins holds the ropes and big boot and boots Reed back. Rollins sends Reed out of the ring and connects with a suicide dive. Rollins gets in the ring and celebrates. And we go to commercial break. We come back from the break to see Rollins chopping Reed. Okay, it's 11:58 right, 11:59 right now. You know, this is really, time is really going fast. You know that. We come back from the break to see Rollins chopping Reed. Rollins hits the ropes and Reed avalanches him down. Rollins rolls out of the ring during the commercial. Reed sat on Rollins' chest. Reed starts to follow him up, but Rollins gets moving. Reed punches him to the ring apron and goes to the outside. Reed bounces Rollins' face off the apron. Rollins chops Reed, but Reed chops back. Reed whips Rollins hard into the timekeeper's area. Rollins gets in the ring before being counted out. Reed viciously punches away at Rollins. He headbutts Rollins down, but Rollins comes back with a jawbreaker. Rollins punches away at Reed. Reed reverses a whip and turns him inside with a kitchen sink knee into the midsection. Reed then clothesline Rollins out with over the top rope. Reed goes to the top rope apron and sizes Rollins up for a flying shoulder tackle. Reed grabs Rollins and whips him hard into the steel steps. Reed charges, but he hits the steel steps when Rollins moves. Rollins gets in the ring before recovery for a few moments. Rollins goes to the outside and bounces Reed off the steel steps a few times. Rollins goes for a stomping in the steps. Big Reed moves. Reed gets in the ring, and so hits a spring knee to the face. Rollins boots him in the Reed and gets fired up and hits a sit out powerbomb for a near fall. Wow, it's 12:01 right now. No commercial break. Back from the break from the evening, Rollins fights out of a suplex intent. Rollins kicks him in the face and hits a Reed with a powerbomb off the ropes. Rollins hits a springboard moonsault for 1 count. Rollins hits a springboard senton for another count, 1 count. Rollins is stunned. Rollins goes for a pedigree. Reed counters out. Rollins avoids a cannonball into the chest and kicks Reed into the head. Rollins goes for a top rope for a frog splash. 1-2. Reed kicks out. Rollins hits the ropes, but Reed clotheslines him before hitting a brainbuster for a near fall. Reed heads to the top rope for a tsunami, but Rollins rolls out of the way. Reed gets down from the top rope and goes for a senton bomb, but Rollins avoids it. Rollins goes for a pedigree, but Reed fights out. Rollins super kicks Reed and hits a pedigree. 1-2. Reed kicks out. Rollins is shocked. The crowd sings Rollins' theme song. Rollins connects with a stomp immediately and hits to the top rope, but Rollins sets up for a super stomp, but Sioka appears on the commentary to distract him. Reed grabs the rope Rollins and hits a Death Valley driver, followed by a TW senton splashes. Reed goes to the top rope and hits a tsunami to defeat Rollins. Winner Big Bronson Reed. Souls Jugger gets in the ring and raises Reed's hand. Bullshit. Terrible bullshit. Once again, the tapings, what Raw was doing. I mean, last night was just garbage, complete garbage last night. You know, the 2025, I saw the new Raw logo for this year coming to new flesh. You know that Raw logo looked like the new Raw logo looked terrible. It doesn't say Raw. It says Raw. It looked because it looked like a B. It looked very terrible. It doesn't say Raw. It says Ba. The new logo for Netflix moving for Raw moving to Netflix look like terrible January 6th of next year. I'm telling you, this is not going to be looking good for next year. I mean, for WWE. Triple H is a terrible booker. Terrible booker. You know, I'm a bit the Survivor Series won't be a good show. I mean, we all know that Saturday night's main event is gonna look good, bad, and all that shit. Everything's gonna look very, very bad, completely bad. That's all I can say about that. Now I got that covered out of the way. Let's go to something I like to do. Let's go to let's see what something I like to do. Something I like to do. It's time for the Back to the Future and the timeline history, all the wrestling birthdays, wrestling history, all the music, all the pop culture, all the wrestling history, everything, sports, etc., etc. All you hear that little thing is a thing from Back to the Future starring Michael J. Fox and Christopher Lloyd. So let's get down to business, everybody. See, let's go to Saturday, Saturday, November the 11th. November the see 11. See, let's see. November 16th. Okay, November 16th. Okay, November the 16th, Saturday. Saturday was a happy 50th birthday to the Mexican wrestler Starman. Yesterday would have been a happy 60 hold on a second. Yesterday would have been, see how it was. Would have been a happy 74th birthday to Harvey Martin. He died of a pancreatic cancer on December 24th, 2001. Let's see. Okay. 1964. WWF MSG show in New York City, Madison Square Garden. The Golden Terror defeated Steve Stanley. Stam Steamboat defeated Boris Malenko. Yeah, WWF. It was WWF. It was time was when WWE was called the Worldwide Wrestling Federation, WWF. Yeah. Madison Square Garden. It was Monday, November 16th, 1964. Madison Square Garden promoted by WWF. Then called the Worldwide Wrestling Federation, now called WWE. World's Worst Entertainment, so to speak. The Golden Terror defeated Steve Stanley. Sam Steamboat defeated Boris Malenko. Sam Hayes defeated Luke Graham, DQ. Bobo Brazil, Waldo Von Erich fought in a draw. Classy Freddie Blassie defeated Pedro Morales. Haystacks Calhoun and Miguel Perez Sr. defeated Bobby Davis and Gorilla Monsoon. The Graham brothers defeated Bill Watts and Don McClarty. And Bruno Sammartino defeated Don Knitsky by DQ for the WWE title. Then it was called the World WWF title. Okay, see some okay, Clash of Champions 29. Let's see. Yeah, Clash of Champions 29 took place on TBS. WCW Clash of Champions 29 took place on TBS. In Jacksonville Memorial Coliseum in Jacksonville, Florida. Marcus Bagwell and the Patriot Stars and Stripes defeated the Pretty Paul, pouring on up from Paul Roman, become the new WCW Tag Team Champions. Johnny B. Bad defeated the Honky Tonk Man for WCW TV title by DQ. Little Richard versus Elvis Presley here. Then Harlem Heat defeated the Nasty Boys by pinfall. Vader defeated Natural Dustin Rhodes, we know as Goldust. Cody Rhodes' brother, Nightmare Cody Rhodes. Hacksaw Jim Duggan defeated Stunning Steve Austin by DQ for the WCW US title. And Dave Sullivan and Hulk Hogan and Sting defeated Avalanche and Kevin Sullivan and The Butcher. referee Mr. T's six-person tag team match. And it looked to me Hulk Hogan was somehow hurt in this match. Now pulp culture from movies. Let's go to 1984. Okay, four movies were released in theaters. Just the Way You Are, starring Kristen McNichol, and Michael Onking. Tim Bale was in that movie. Alexandra Paul from Tim Daly from Wings was in that movie, and Alexandra Paul from TV show Baywatch was in that movie. BC Rock little anime movie was released in some theaters in the United States. And BC Rock is a little adult anime comedy. Missing in Action starring Chuck Norris action movie was released in theaters. Night of the Comet, a little horror science fiction horror film was released. A little science fiction comedy horror film was released. And Night Patrol starring Linda Blair was released in theaters. And a movie American Nightmare, and then Wes Craven's American Nightmare, Nightmare on Elm Street was released. Where it all started with Freddy Krueger, one of the best horror movies of all time. Da, 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 da. And a movie was released on home video, direct to video, called The Paperboy, starring Alexandra Paul from Baywatch that I just mentioned. William Katt from The Greatest American Hero and Carrie was released on VHS in the United States. It's a direct video Canadian um, American psychological thriller. Okay, now let's go to Sunday, November 17th. Okay, last Sunday was a happy 44th birthday to Mercedes Martinez. Okay, Ted Allen was 69 last Sunday. He was he died on August 19, 2010. He would have been 69 last Sunday. Moondog Moretti, he turned 67 last Sunday. Okay. Let's see. Okay. So, see. Monday Night Raw, just before this was Survivor Series 2024 Go Home show. See a little confrontation between Team Cena and Team Authority, and see. And let's go to yesterday's November the 18th. Yeah, that was November 18th, 2000. November 18th, 2000, and November 17th, 2014. See sports, Monday Night Football. Okay, Jay's gonna love this. Pittsburgh Steelers beat sorry. Wait, I mean a friend of mine from Pittsburgh is gonna love this. November 17th, 2014, Pittsburgh Steelers defeated the Steelers 27-24 on ESPN's Monday Night Football. Now let's go to November the 18th. Yesterday's November the 18th. Okay, November 18th, 1994, we lost a wrestler named Cab Calloway, a heart failure. We lost Bad Bretland, a heart failure. It was November 18th, 2014. See, November 18th, not see, okay, movies released in theaters November 18th, Miracle on 34th Street, starring Dylan McDermott, Ellen Perkins, Elizabeth Perkins, uh, um, Mara Wilson from Mrs. Doubtfire and Matilda, and the late Richard Attenborough, who's best known for winning the Oscar for the production of his movie Gandhi and his role in Steven Spielberg's Jurassic Park. English acting, Sir Richard Attenborough, God rest his soul. let's see. What other movie? Star Trek Generation starring Patrick Stewart and William Shatner was released 1994. The Swan Princess animated movie was released. Let's see. Leon, starring French actor Jean Reno, English actor Gary Oldman, and Natalie Portman, their feature film debut. Let's see what else. Okay. Now let's go to some wrestling on this day in 2004. On this day in 1994, Madison Square, 1974, in Madison Square Garden, New York City, performed by the Worldwide Wrestling Federation, now WWE, World's Wrestling Entertainment, Madison Square Garden. Larry Zbyszko defeated Jack Evans. Jose Gonzalez defeated Tony Altamore. Spiros Arion defeated Bill White. Dominic DeNucci defeated Johnny Ross. Mandel Vachon defeated Thomas Moran. Chief Jay Strongbow defeated Hans Schroeder. The Valiant Brothers and Killer Kowalski defeated Dean Ho, Gorilla Monsoon, and Tony Gurria in a six-person tag match. Pedro Morales defeated Strong Kobayashi. Bruno Sammartino, Bobby Duncan fought in a draw and no count out, 2 out of 3 falls for the WWE title, then WWE called WWF World Heavyweight title. Okay, let's see. Okay, 2004 SmackDown. This was the night after Survivor Series. Okay. See a Tough Enough segment. And then we see this little a victory. JBL talks about how he was victorious at some Survivor Series 2010. It's bullshit. He cheated. He had a little help from winning Jordan at Survivor Series 2004. Then we see a U.S. title match. Caribbean John Cena versus Caribbean Cool. John Cena fought before the match and defeated Carlito Cool, who became U.S. United States champion. And Jesus viciously attacked Cena after the match and assaulted his kidney area and stole Cena's chain. Cena to be stretched out of the ring and SmackDown round the air. That was really garbage right there that night. Plain garbage. Okay, November. Okay, 1974, November 18th, 1974, on ABC's Monday Night Football. The Kansas City Chiefs defeats the Denver Broncos 42-34. And let's see, 2014 WWE main event. The Usos defeated Goldust and Stardust. Alicia Fox defeated Paige. Tyson Kidd and Natalia defeated Anna Rose and the Bunny by submission. Ray Wyatt defeated Jack Swagger with Zeb Coulter. And that's it. And subscribe to me, Godfather Soldiers of Swimming. Let's see. Got nothing to close out with tonight. Just gonna say good night. Have a good midnight. It's 12:32 in the morning right now. Give me some sleep. So hope you have a good night. I'm out of here. Peace. I'm the Godfather Soldier. So swimming is the late Chad Henshaw. You say I like to dress up with chubby checkers, sing like Larry Tree, and dress like James Brown. Like to get in a hot tub. Gonna be sweat. Gonna be dry. Gonna be wet. Ow! Have mercy. I feel good. Yeah, referring to Eddie Murphy doing an impression of Saturday Night Live back in the 80s. So that's how the reruns of it on Comedy Central, like in the 90s when I was little. I never grew up in the 80s. So, hope all of you have a good midnight. I'm out of here. Peace. I hope all of you enjoy my little review. Give me some sleep. It's midnight. Peace. I'm out of here.